Hello guys, I'm going to take you through a 10-minute practice today. I'm going to do it. So instead of sitting down, we're going to start by standing up. You can just come to the top of your mat. I'm going to face you guys to start. So we're going to come into a mountain pose. So we're going to ground through both of the feet. If you need to, you can curl the toes just a little bit. Find that grip, strong stance. I'm going to engage that core, drawing the lower ribs in, tucking that tailbone in. So then we're going to engage both of those legs. We're going to engage those arms. If you need to, you can roll the shoulders up, back, and then down, relaxing them away from the ears. Keeping those fingers spread wide. Lengthening out through the spine. Closing down the eyes, maybe if it's comfortable for you. And just finding that breath. Clearing out the mind of any thoughts or any distractions around you. And just bringing yourself to this moment. Keeping all those muscles working here. Acknowledging each point of the body. And just allowing deep inhales in through the nose, all the way down to the base of the spine. Pausing that breath there in the pelvis just for a moment. And then releasing slow exhales back out through the nose. Then your next inhale, we're going to sweep those hands all the way up overhead, grabbing a hold of that left wrist. We're going to just gently come over towards that right side, bending that right elbow. Keeping that strong stance within the feet and the legs. Still engaging that core. And your next inhale, sweep back up, coming to center. Exhale, release, shaking it out, releasing those arms. Then your next inhale, we're going to sweep those hands all the way back up overhead. We're going to grab onto that right wrist, and then on exhale, coming over towards that left side. Focus on that breath, finding that stretch in that right side body. Your next inhale, sweeping back up center. Exhale and release, shaking it all out. Then your next inhale, sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Exhaling to fold forward, bending those knees if you need to. Relaxing the head and the neck. Inhaling to your halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Placing those hands, we're going to step back into our downward dog. Taking a moment here, pelting out those feet if you need to. Then slowly settling in towards that stillness. Your next inhale, we're going to lift up that right foot. We're going to bend that right knee, drawing that right heel over towards that left side. Just gently open up that right hip. Your next inhale, rotating that hip back to center. And then stepping that right foot all the way towards the top of the mat. Coming in towards that low lunge. Your next inhale, we're going to sweep those arms all the way up overhead. Lifting up towards that crescent pose. Engaging that core, relaxing those shoulders. Your next exhale, we're going to lower that left knee all the way down towards the ground. Uncurling those toes. On an exhale, we're going to rotate those arms out to center, coming over towards the right. Your next inhale, coming back to center. Sweeping those hands up overhead. On an exhale, drawing those hands down, framing that right foot, coming up onto those fingertips. Your next axle, we're going to push back, straighten out that right leg, rotate up towards that heel, relaxing the head and the neck, holding here just for a few breaths. Next inhale, slowly rotate and come back up to center. Then we're going to curl those left toes under, lifting up, then stepping that right foot back in towards your downward dog. Taking a moment here, pedaling up those feet. Inhale, we're going to lift up that left foot. I'm going to bend that left knee, placing that left foot over towards the right side, allowing that left hip to open. Next inhale, rotating that hip back to center, and then stepping that left foot forward in between the hands. Your next inhale, sweep those hands all the way up overhead, and up towards that crescent pose. Your next exhale, dropping that right knee down towards the ground, and curling those toes. And your next exhale, bringing those arms out to the side, gaze to the left. Finding that twist. Next inhale, rotate and come back towards center, both hands up overhead. Then your next exhale, dropping those hands down to the outside of that left foot. Keep it up on those fingertips. Your next exhale, we're going to push back, straighten out that left leg, coming up onto that heel, dropping the head and neck down towards that left leg. Breathing through any tension. Next inhale, slowly moving forward, placing the left foot back down. And then when you're ready, curling those right toes under, lifting that right knee, stepping that left foot back in towards your downward dog. Your next inhale, we're going to move forward, coming towards that high plank. Exhaling to lower all the way down towards the ground. Your next inhale, we're just going to lift the head and the chest, coming to that low cobra. Just finding that gentle back bend. Next exhale, lowering back down towards the ground. Curling those toes under, lifting up, pushing back in towards your downward dog. Next inhale, slowly walking those feet towards the top of your mat. Inhaling towards your halfway lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhaling, come all the way to standing, hands overhead. And exhale, hands on the heart center. And we're going to come to laying down with the knees bent. Bring those arms out to T-shape. Your next inhale, we're going to lift those feet up off the ground, keep the knees bent. And exhale, dropping over towards the left. Bring that gaze over that right shoulder. Bring towards that twist. Next inhale, gaze comes back to center, lifting those knees back up. On an exhale, dropping over towards the right, gaze over to the left. Next inhale, drawing those knees and that gaze back up towards center. And your next exhale, extending those legs all the way out in front of you, allowing those feet to fall to each side. Arms can stay where they are, you can bring them down by your side, or you can bring the hands towards the belly. Just taking a moment here, relaxing the body. Relaxing the breath. Just continuing to take this time for yourself. And start to wiggle the toes and wiggle the fingers. Gently roll your head from side to side. Next, inhale, sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Extending out through those fingers and the toes. And then when you're ready, rolling over to one side. And then coming back up towards that comfortable seated position. Just closing down the eyes. Relaxing the shoulders. Choose to let go of those things that no longer serve you today and find what makes you happy. Choose to let go of things that no longer serve you today and allow yourself to find what truly makes you happy. Next, inhale, sweeping those hands all the way up overhead. Extend those hands down to heart center. Thank you for joining me for this short little practice. Namaste.